Hi guys, welcome for my first vlog, and for today's video, we will discuss the communication breakdown and its reason in detail. Let's get started. So, what is a communication breakdown? A communication breakdown is defined as a failure to exchange information resulting in a lack of communication.
Communication breakdown in its reasons in detail. Communication may be a method starting with a sender who encodes the message and passes it through some channel to the receiver who decodes the message. Communication is fruitful if and as long as the messages sent by the sender are understood with the sum that means by the receiver. If any reasonably disturbance blocks and steps of communication, the message is going to be destroyed because of such barriers and take steps to urge obviate them. The area unit many barriers that affect the flow of communication in a corporation. These barriers interrupt the flow of communication from the sender to receiver. So creating communication ineffective, it's essential for messages to beat the same barriers. The masked barriers of communication area unit summarized below per capsual and language differences perceptions is usually, however, every individual interprets the planet around him. All typically wish to receive messages that area unit important to them. However, any message that is against their values is not accepted. The same event is also taken otherwise by totally different people. As an example, someone is inactive for a month because of personal reasons, family member being critical. Information overload. Manager area unit encircled with a pool of knowledge. It's essential to manage this data flow, else the data is probably going to be misinterpreted or forgotten or unnoted. As a result, communication is a smaller amount effective. Attention. We tend to simply not listen, however, solely. Here as an example, an individual might listen to at least one no parking sign. However, if such signs as place everywhere town, thus repetitive messages ought to be unnoticed for effective communication equally. If a superior is engrossed in his paperwork and his subordinate explains to film his downside, the superior might not get what is unexpressed, and it results in the disappointment of subordinate. Time pressure. Typically in the organization, the targets got to be achieved inside such a fundamental measure. The failure of that has adverse consequences in an exceedingly haste to fulfill deadlines. The formal channels of communication area units, shortened or message area units, partly given, notarily transferred, so enough time ought to tend for effective communication. Distraction noise. Communication is additionally affected hips by noise. To distractions, physical distractions also are there, like poor lighting, uncomfortable seating, unsanitary area additionally affects communication in an exceedingly limiting equally use of loudspeaker interferes with communication. Emotions. Emotion at a selected purpose of your time additionally affects communication. If the receiver feels that someone is angry, he interprets that the data being sent is extremely dangerous, whereas he takes it otherwise. If someone is happy and jovial, in that case, the message is understood to be sensible and interesting. Complexity in structure. The hierarchy in a corporation, a lot of the number of social control levels, a lot of this that the possibilities of communication obtaining destroyed. Solely the individuals at a low level simply have information concerning their own space at a bit of information concerning alternative areas. Poor retention. Concerning alternative areas, poor retention, human memory cannot operate on the far aside a limit one can continuously retain what's being told, especially if he's not interested or not attentive. This results in a communication breakdown. So, this is the end of my discussion. Thanks for watching!